Hi, Jody. Hi, Peter. Hi, Linda. Hi, Daniel. I'd say hi, Karen, but I see she's connecting her audio.
Well, you can still say hi to her. I mean,
I
the
don't know if
video
they
is.
hear it. Hi, Karen. How are you?
Oh, there she is. Okay. She's got it. All right. And then, of course, we see Rochelle Volk on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And welcome each and every one of you. It's so great to see you on this beautiful Saturday morning, at least here in Southern California. Just let's say Saturday, where you are, if maybe even a Sunday if you're watching us from overseas. But it's a great day to see each and every one of you for this AMA, the AM with the A Amazing Robert Hollis. Ask me anything, and you get the opportunity to ask Robert Hollis a question either directly or in the chat. Either way you want to do it, that is awesome. Okay, evening for Daniel G. Van Zyl. So there we go. Why don't we just continue to say great day because it encompasses all 24 hours of whatever time period we're on, and that's when you are watching. As I'd mentioned, we're going to get started with the AMAs in just a couple minutes. We want to let you know that you can ask your question either in chats, whether you're watching us on Zoom or on YouTube. You can go ahead and post your question there. We will ask it on your behalf. Or the real reason why we do this is if you're on Zoom, you can ask Robert your question directly and interact with Robert. And that's very simple to do. If you're in Zoom, go ahead and put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see my face. On the bottom, you'll see a bunch of buttons appear. One of those buttons, oh, thank you, Robert. Yeah, there you go. That had an itch right there. There's a button down on the Zoom that is raise hand. Click on that button, and then we will call on you in the order in which we receive your request. And then we also answer the questions in that same process. So there's the way that you get to be a part of AMAs with the A Amazing Robert Hollis. A couple of other quick things before we get rolling. Thank you all. OMG. Because without you, this community could not grow as fast as it is doing. And I say is because we are still growing at a great rate. 32,889 subscribers as of this moment and growing. And in the last 28 days, 14,541 new people. Why? Because of each and every one of you. Bless you. Thank you so much. We love and appreciate you. Wow, wow, wow. And before we get started and hear a little bit from Robert, I always like to have a little meme, a little saying, or in this case, Terry Hollis's vibe of the day. This is a really good one. I know it's yesterday, but it is so good for what we do in helping to promote everybody and to help everybody get to the next level. Here it is. Stop playing it cool. Just be passionate, intense, and authentic. And whoever sticks around you is meant for you.
Nice.
Absolutely. Or should I say absolutely, positively.
Terry's sharing the wisdom.
And she does that every day. If you're not subscribed to Terry Hollis on Facebook, where she posts her vibe of the day, and I think she also does that on Instagram, do so. You learn a lot from it. It's a great daily inspiration. All right, that being all said, and Robert, like you said, as we were getting started with today's AMA, let's get her done. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the gentleman who is our guide, our mentor, our GPS to success, and our dear friend, Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you, Craig, the hostess with the mostest. I love and appreciate you. And I got a quick announcement for Craig. I don't know if you guys seen the Imaginators in the Inner Circle. I posted a link of Craig having an opening night for his play. So you could see that he didn't do his famous scream. I want him to save his voice.
I do 10 different voices on the stage.
Oh
because
my
this is a
God.
recreation of a radio play. And if you've never seen what the old 1940s and 50s radio plays were like, this is the show to come and see.
Yeah, that I can't wait. We were talking about it right before you go on there. I hope that every one of us get a chance to watch Craig live. So, Craig, thank you so much for being a part of our deal. And a shout
Pleasure.
out to my son Matthew. He's on here. I know that you guys probably have a difficulty keeping up with all the posts that he put in Imaginators and Inner Circle, because our world is expanding around us in a very positive way. And Matt's always up on it. So we talked a little bit about it yesterday on our podcast. You guys can check that out. It was fun. I'm loving the podcast. It's crazy that each podcast seems to bring on its own new like life of its own. You know what I mean? It's not planned or anything, and so that's really really good. And I see hi Arthur, hi Coach Bob, hi Dee Dee Scott. It's great to have you guys on here. I think I said hi Daniel. And I have one more announcement. Craig has, because he's doing these plays, the next couple of this one and the next couple of Ask Me Anythings are going to be really, really, really short. I want Craig to be out of here. So, for signing off at 45 minutes, 50 minutes, we're signing off so he can get out of here and get on the road. I hope you guys all understand. So, I never even thought about asking this, Craig. Is there anything online that we can watch while that play's happening?
I wish there was.
That would be cool.
I know, but you know what? My understanding is I will be able to get a recording of it.
Oh,
And
cool.
so then I will post that up. Hopefully, I will be able to get a nice recording prior to the end of the year. I know that our last show is December 22nd, and maybe I can get it prior to that, and afterwards share it with everybody.
Please, we're looking forward to it. I think we should maybe we can have like a watching party, and I'll jump on, figure out a time, jump on, and all of us watch it together. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I will work on that. Thank you.
I just got chills.
I did too.
That would be really 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 cool to do. So
as far as today, though, just remember, everybody, we're going to do a full episode. It's just that next week and the week after.
Okay. Well, yeah. I have MMA. So.
Oh, yeah, so, okay. So then we are on MMA time today.
It's
all right. Let's get rolling. Woo woo.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do with you guys today, I hope you guys love this, but it's interesting. For those of you that have been around me for a long time, I usually come on at least once a year and do a big in-your-face documentation beats conversation. You know what I mean? I just really, really nail people with that. And, after Terry and I did that video, Matt was nice enough to do that. We got the Mega Million Award that's above my head here. I hope this sounds weird, but I'm just not interested in my story anymore. and I'm like, so I'm really great at moving forward. I love telling other people's stories. And when you tell other people's story, you just become more passionate. Matt and I have some ideas of what we're going to be doing and sharing other people's stories. But I want to put in your guys' imagination instead of telling you to imagine. All right? I want to show you a little bit of imagination. What do you guys think about that? And so I've said it many times. I don't have to keep beating a dead donkey. I don't know why I wanted to mess that up, but it's like get you guys to go. But I want to share with you that a lot of you have seen a lot of success of the Poland group if you're plugged in at all. And do you guys realize that Tomas Daman, I'm just going to call him Tomas, okay?
Damien.
He signed up in this company on September 29th. So he reached out to me. And I just want to show you guys just a little bit of magic, okay? Because here's the thing that, me and Matt have been talking about this, and even Craig. I think you guys know this already without me getting into it. if you can't believe and get excited with your imagination about something that's going to happen in the future, it's not going to happen. And so I believe some of you see what I do sometimes, and it's no different than I'm sort of like not giving these people credit. But when you see someone like, Craig and I were talking on the podcast with Matt about Simone Biles, you know what I mean? And she wins another gold medal and she goes out and does a move, and we were talking about, I find it interesting that people keep leveling up what was done before them. So the first time that I heard this was like with Shaun White and the gold medal with the Olympics and snowboarding. It's like he would do 3 tricks that no one else had. And every time he went to the Olympics, he would only have to do one of the 3 that they ended up naming the trick after him. And so I think a lot of athletes are starting to figure this out. It's like, if I show up to Olympics with 3 different moves that no one else can do, I got 2 in the reserve, but if I pull off one, I'm getting the gold medal. But if someone there actually pulls off my trick, I got another couple in the bag, right? But all these people were inspired by people that did it before them. So your goal in life is inspiring people to imagine a better future for them and the people they love. Now, let's be brutal here for just a second. Are any of you willing to admit, if you watch this live or recorded, I'd be brutally honest with you, my story is not very inspiring. It's pretty depressing when you think about what I've done, what I've accomplished. And for those of you that get caught in this compare-itis place, right? It's like, do you guys know I do that too? Because sometimes I look at what I do compared to a Dexter Yeager or a Don Fala that's these guys are no longer living, or a Jim Rowan, a Bob Proctor. I fall very, very, very short. And then it's like, well, do I? Or is that something that I created in my own mind? So I got this Dino going. So when I show you guys this story, I want you to just think about, could it, would it, should it be possible for someone sitting around praying, meditating, begging, whatever it is, and they're just going, I have to find something. I have to find something there. Come on, universe. Come on, God. Come on, Muhammad. Come on, whoever. Life is supposed to be better than this. Please, please give me an answer. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that's how my story started 37 years ago. Is me at wit's end. I believe that I got humbled that bad that I no longer trusted any of my thoughts, beliefs, or even belief in myself, which worked out perfect. Because when I found someone that was willing to give me instructions, I followed the instructions to the T. I didn't change them. I didn't ask him questions. I didn't do nothing. And then bingo, I got results. So there's this guy that's been in a number of different companies. He's been in the industry for 20 years. He's reached out to me numerous times. Timing wasn't right for him. And now he's got a company that just let him down, let him down, let him down. And I've been there numerous times where he was. It's where you second guess if you have the ability to do this, but worse yet, you just don't want to do it anymore. It's like, I don't know why I went down this path, but this sucks. It not only sucks, but I'm not supposed to be doing this. I need to find something else. See, isn't it crazy that we can get in such a low place that we believe that everybody else can do it, but we can't? All right. So we just go like, what the hell is wrong with me? And we just get squished down and we just get squished down and we just get squished down. And then he reaches out to me. He signs up in the company. And then let me show you a little bit of magic. So the first thing I'm going to share is, I got to go back to it. That's what I got to do. Well, maybe I'll share this first. Okay. So this is a screenshot of Tomas's back office. So in the last 7 days, he made 29,000. The last 30 days, he made 50,000. He's been in for 60 days, a little over 60 days, and made $57,910. But this, Robert, but this takes a long time, Robert. And I'm not smart. And everything's so technically difficult. Okay, let's say that you suck at everything. You suck as a person, you suck as a spouse, you suck as a friend. You're just a straight out loser. You got to understand that there's people out there that are looking for something to change their life. And it could be your post on somebody else's story. Are you guys hearing me? See, we put so much emphasis on who we are and what we're doing and how bad we are that we basically rob an opportunity from other people that just said, listen, man, just point, guide, and direct me. Point, guide, and direct me. If you guys knew how little I had to do with Tomas, it's mind-boggling to me. So now let me go to a couple other quick things. You guys know I love doing this, right? So can you see it okay?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, great. So, you guys already know that we hit 5 million. But how many people would like to get up on the morning of their 7th day of the month and already be 100K? Can you imagine that? See, some of you are still trying to figure out how to get 1K. Can you imagine waking up and seeing that volume in your back office on your first week? And so let's go to the leaderboard. Wow, Jason Caramone is actually in a different leg with me. So he got involved in MDC and then he left. Then he came back and now he's on the top of the leaderboard. Why would he jump in and go to work after quitting? Other people's stories. All right. So let's go to last month. You guys have already seen this, but some people say that, give a little love to everybody else. Now, this is where I'm giving my love right here. So I know this for a fact. There's nobody that's put Joel Harris on more Zooms than me. There's no person on the planet that put more people in front of Joel than me. And that one of the group is the polling group, right? So you not only see all the polling flags here, and again, they were made a big deal yesterday, but then we go over to the month before, if you guys have been paying attention, and yeah, pretty amazing. So I'm going to go back here and tell you guys another story. See Teresa right here? Teresa hit 50K last month. I've tried to find her on social media. I can't find her. I've reached out to all the leaders of Poland to ask them if they know her. They don't. I've tried to connect to Teresa through the back office MDC. She doesn't respond. I grabbed her email and congratulated her on hitting 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K. She won't respond. Then I find out that she not only hit 50K last month, her first month in the business. But listen to this, you guys. She has no network marketing experience. She doesn't even know what network marketing is. She's seen someone's post of someone winning. She reached out to them. She signed up in Akashics, got into Trade Mix Mastery, started winning, and then started talking to everyone she knew. Wow. Must be nice. But wait a minute. Isn't every leader that's ever been in this industry at one time knew nothing about network marketing and never had success? Is this amazing success story or what? I'm thinking maybe the universe is protecting them from all the know-it-alls. She's not in the Akashics group. She's not in Trade Stars. See, she's not connected to all the people that know everything. Can't get distracted. How simple do you think she keeps this? Hey, look, I made some money. Do you need to make money? Yeah. Great. Sign up with the Akashics. You get this amount of money. Let's go to work. What else? There isn't anything else. What do you mean? Yeah, I got some questions. All right. It's like, why isn't this working for me? Yeah, it's like none of her team have ever reached out to me. They don't even know I freaking exist. Okay. New rank ups. Already 2 1Ks. Germany right now is blowing up. They're going to be the next story. The Germans are getting in because there's a bunch of Polish people. They are really close to each other if you look on the map. And then Hungary. So then let's go back last month. Do you guys know how you can tell if there's momentum in a company? Watch. Teresa hit 50K. I already told you her story. This is Hungary. New 25K. Don't know this person either. 2 10Ks. 5Ks. Wait a minute. Let me go back and no Americans, no Americans, no Americans. Yeah, finally got American here. All right. Josh brought that up yesterday. And so now look at the 1Ks. What's this flag? Turkey? Holy cow. What's this one? Bulgaria? Germany? Are you guys getting it? Well, how do we know we got momentum? Let's go back to this next month. Month before that, October. There's Tomas, not only hit 1K, but he did something a lot of leaders don't. He backed it up. Made 15K. So he's made 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K. Made $20,000 in upfront bonuses in 60 days. And then here's the 250Ks, but we got another 50K, Teresa. And then, oh, what's this one? So my Hungarian group, if you guys didn't notice, is on fire too. So I thought that I'd all from one person. So Tomas reached out to me because of my content. Tomas Adam 5 years ago reached out to me with the whole Hungarian group. They did like, I don't know, they only did like 400 and something thousand of volume. You know, Laszlo, Shandor, Judith, Arpad out of Romania. So I'm doing content and I'm sharing other people's stories. And then people reach out to me and go, wow, that's interesting. Did any of you guys see the little 2-minute video that I did yesterday? And I was asking Craig this question. I'd love Craig to answer it like he did me. When I ask you guys to enroll in your imagination of what could be possible for you, right? I come from a different mindset. See, I look at myself like a Dana White for UFC, or maybe one of the owners of a professional NASCAR team, or a professional owner of a basketball team, football team. How many of you guys know owners of sports teams and they've never ever played the sport? Is this clicking for anybody? So you got an owner of a sports team, and now NFL's been out there so long that it's been passed down to a family and then passed down to another family. And what I really love is I think Kansas City is one of them. You guys that are good football fans, you can correct me. But, you know, they go to give the Super Bowl away and they're handing the trophy to a woman because it's first or second or third generation and then their husband died. And so you got a female that's never played football that gets to hold a trophy, winning the Super Bowl. And you still got people out there that are, well, you know, I'll start reaching out to people as soon as I get a story. No, she hires someone that's a general manager. The general manager hires some coaches. And then the general manager also hires a recruiter. And the recruiter goes out and does their very best at painting an imagination of what that person's career would be if you come play with us. We got to get you to Kansas City. We got to get you to Miami. And you got these recruiters all over the world that never ever played the sport. And they're out there finding people that have dreams and imaginations of playing in the NFL or the NBA or any kind of sports team. And they're recruiting them, telling them, hey, Arthur, man, I'm telling you, you got to come dream with the Akashics. You got to come dream with TradeX Mastery. Well, I have some questions about TradeX Mastery. Hey, not the guy. Not the guy. You got to talk to this guy. Okay. Why? I don't know. He's been on the leaderboard. He was on the leaderboard #1 last month. The guy's constantly doing trades. This is how many he wins. This is how many he loses. You got to listen to this guy. And he's trained these people. Look at the leaderboard. But Robert, I got a question. Now I'm doing Zooms for other people's teams. And guess what? One of the first questions they ask me. Hey, Robert, before you get started. Yeah. Have you passed your challenge yet? No. I haven't even passed phase 1. How are you bringing in more traders than any other team? And you haven't passed phase 1? Because I'm just really good at telling your story. I tell your story better than you tell your story. Every once in a while, I do a tap and trade. But the question I want to leave you guys with, and then we'll do Q&A, is I asked Craig this question. I want you guys all to think about it. All right? Do any of you wish or imagine that you could have my superpowers just for a month? Because when I did my first tap to trades and I won 3 of them and I got crazy on the phone and said, I don't know what I'm doing. And I put this video out there. And then I learned that if I started telling other people's stories that, it was less than 2 months ago when we'd jump on a Zoom, whether it's Inner Circle or Imaginators or AMA, and Craig says, I want to thank you guys all. We went from 7,300 subscribers, and last month we were 72. If we got 8 or 9 subscribers a week, we were like, wow, woo! And just like that, now we're over 1,000 subscribers a day, over 10,000 views a day. Why is that happening for me and not happening for you? Why are people reaching out to me and going, hey, I seen your videos of you telling other people's stories. I'm in. Here's one that will rock you guys. I counted. Since I joined Akashics at the end of July, I personally have signed up 111 people on Akashics. 60 people I still have not connected with. They won't return an email. I can't find them on social media. So they get in, sign up with Akashics. They might be so excited that they actually read the email because they get connected to TradeX Mastery, and then they start trading and they keep renewing their monthly. And then some of them blow a challenge and then they buy a yearly subscription to get 100K. And then some of them have actually blown that one and upgrade to a year of dream trips and Akashics so they can get a $200,000 account. And my mind was going, with the 60% discount, they could have purchased a $200,000 account for $360, but yet they opt for $2,000. There must be some kind of imagination that they have that if they get this big trading account, that maybe, just maybe, if they followed a proven path and learned it, that they could make significant money like Arthur does, or Charles does, or Jenna does, or Joel does. So my question to every one of you is, what am I doing that you're not doing? Because if the thought is, you got a lot more experience than me, bing, that's not it. You're a better trader than me. That is definitely not freaking true. You reach out to more people than me. Not true. There's so much momentum happening in my group right now, I don't reach out to anybody. But I sure have a lot of people reaching out to me. Hey, I looked at some of your videos. Can you send me a link? I thought, what if I could find a way to post some links where they could actually find me? Do some of you still get people that spam you? I get people that spam me all day, every day. But some of them aren't. Now I have to actually answer them all. Some of you go, I want to block and delete them all. Now I'm getting like 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6. Hey, I seen your videos on YouTube. What's the next step? I send them my TradeX link and I send them my Akashic link. They just sign up. They don't even ask me for the other groups. Lisa, they don't even ask me for the other groups. And I don't share it to them either. The last thing I need them to do is get stuck in some groups where there's so much noise that they end up learning from other people that are not doing what I'm doing. Boy, there's some people out there that can confuse you in a millisecond. And Lisa reached out to me and said, how do you add them to the groups? I don't. let them find the groups if they need them. Why would you want to put more information on them? Because they watched that video that I just did and they went, wait a minute. So he just sees the signal, goes on, logs on, clicks in, goes and watches the trade, bails out of the trade, and makes $330. That is what I would like. Are you guys getting it? So every time I talk to you guys will see one thing. It's now coming faster. My whole mentality is, how can I continue to speed up this machine? Make it more duplicatable, shorter videos. Because people just want to click on a button and see some green. Now, do we have to prepare them for the red? Yeah. But when people see my back office, they go, wait a minute, how do you get that? And I said, by getting traders. How do I do that? Share these videos. And so I said to Craig, whatever given gift I have of putting stuff into the ether, the imagination, and getting emotional about it, and just actually seeing 1 million people active in my group, and just putting it out there and bringing it in, putting it out there and bringing it in. And you guys have watched me in the last 60 days add 2,000 people to my group. Am I adding 2,000 people to my group? Or is something helping me? Are you doing it by yourself? Because I'm not doing it. And Craig, what was the answer when I said, listen, we got to find a way to get to all the people that are close to me, a way to tap into this magic, this imagination. Because all of you need this special stuff in your life. And instead of busting your ass working so hard. And Craig, what did you say?
I basically was pointing to kind of Abraham Hicks, where you have found your vortex. You have found your sweet spot because of everything that you do. And you tap into it, you use it, and the universe says, kind of like even the law of attraction, your wish is our command. I didn't say it exactly that way. I can't remember exactly how I said it, but that is the essential feeling of it. And if people just feel and tap into their own vortex and using what like Robert has shared, and we've talked about this on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Using Robert as the mentor that he is, and then taking what he shares with you, how he does it, and adapting it to your vortex, to your funnel, your vision, your desire. It's going to come to you, and it will get easier and easier and easier to where Robert, you don't have to think about it.
No. Just all day, every day, my goal is to inspire others with other people's stories so they can imagine again. And they can fall in love and get emotional with that imagination to create a future for themselves and other people. That's all I'm doing. So Craig, thank you very much. Let's open it up for questions. We can talk about that topic or we can talk about anything.
Well, I don't see any people with their hands raised, so maybe what you should is continue with that track. talk about that topic. And I think that might be a very good way to continue with the discussion now that you've brought it up. I hope everybody is okay with that. I mean, we're trying to find our own vortexes, myself included. What comes to me? What comes to me easy? And that's it. How can we make it easier so that it comes to us easier by getting rid of all of those blocks, those dinos that are barking in our ears? And how to start that momentum of moving forward so that we can be and enjoy the ease of our getting into our vortex and having the universe share with us as fast as Robert does.
Well, the first thing I would say, Craig, is, I think that a lot of people still have the mentality of not only that I need to be the deal, I need to prove that it works before I share it with others. But here's another one. I'm if there's anything that I'm cutting, and if you guys know, I made a decision that I'm, Imaginators and Inner Circle, I got to step away from that. And the reason that I had to step away from it is that I'm now at the mindset that I shouldn't be teaching people anything. I shouldn't be showing them anything. When you hire a recruiter for a sports team, they're looking for people that already love football. They've been dreaming about football their whole entire life. They're so stuck into their vortex of one day playing. I seen a story, I think it was on the news. It'll probably end up on Good Morning America, Good Morning on Sunday tomorrow. But it showed a kid that played for the Buffalo Bills, and he got a touchdown in the snow. And on his sneaker, he had a picture of him when he met. He's an African American. And the first time that he met this white guy, that was part of a Big Brother group. He was just taking care of these kids. And so the kid had no influence at whatsoever. He was, lots of times they talked to him, and he was homeless. And this guy reached out to him and started being a big brother to him and just was there for him. And then it just showed him going through Little League, going through elementary, going through high school, college, and then finally getting his big brother, big white dude like me, sitting in the stands while he ran for a touchdown. And he had the picture of when he met that guy and had it painted on his cleats. And I'm just going like, and the guy that was encouraging him and believing in him and getting him to imagine, instead of being around a group of people, we become who we think, become who we hang around. And he just was that shining light outside of all the other kids that, well, I guess I got to steal stuff or sell drugs or be in a gang. And to have that moment go full circle. And then the guy said afterwards, he goes, to be honest with you, I wish everyone would do this, because I didn't do a lot. Holy cow. He feels like he didn't do anything, but the kid, it's like they say that about animals. I don't want to put animals along with this, but I think you guys will all get it. It's like you might feel like you've done nothing because, the animal isn't everything to you. But to the animal, you're everything to them. Did you guys catch that? And so the guy felt like I could have did so much more. And the young man, playing for the Bills, running for a touchdown, while the guy that took care of him was in the stands. I think if you ask the kid if who that guy was, and that guy was everything to that kid. Are you guys getting my point? And it's like, I'm pretty sure the guy that encouraged that boy probably wasn't an NFL player. He probably didn't play football at all. He just was there to encourage him and inspire him and tell him he could do it and kept him in his dreams. What do you want to be? I want to be a great football player. Yeah. Are you guys getting this? And it's like sometimes we ruin our ability to inspire others because we're too busy looking at ourselves. I mean, I think I told you guys what I did I have all these young kids in Dubai, and they were all asking me, okay, what's the key to your success? Mega million guy. And I said, I was told that at the beginning, I had to tell other people's stories, my upline stories. Then eventually you listen to them enough where you're telling your story. And then I said, then you're telling your downline stories. When you got a lot of downline stories, now you're successful. And I said, I just decided to take one out. I'm an engineer. It's all about efficiency, a quickness. Say as little as possible, as many people as I can. So I'll just tell other people's stories and I'll tell my downline stories. And I'm going to leave my story out. I have never done that in front of a group in my life. And now I believe that the people that are suffering are the people that are too busy trying to build their story. I want to be a brand. I got to win the challenge. I got to get 1K. You can be 1K really, really, really fast when you need to find two other people that need it. I think a lot of people that get involved and why there's not a lot of United States flags on that leaderboard is because you guys don't realize that the people that are winning the most really don't have any choice. You think we're hurting financially in the United States. I mean, people in Europe, their utility bills have gone up 4 times. Can you imagine right now what your life would be like if all your utility bills were 4 times higher than they are right now? Would any of you be squeezed just a little bit? But in America, we forget to be gracious and grateful and appreciative and go, man, we're doing okay. Do I have to do this business? Not really. So when you bring in people that have to do this business, they actually feel this is their only chance. They don't squander it. What do I got to do? Share other people's stories with as many people as you can, as fast as you can. How do I do that? We put them all on video. So all I got to do is share videos with people all day, every day, post them everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Why would you lie to me? I'll do that. And other people are like, I lost a trade today. I think I'm going to commit suicide. It's like, what? I'm going to go on one other tangent and then Tom. Okay. You guys have heard me say this before, but please listen to my heart when I say this. Regardless of your spiritual belief or what you believe, I know from personal experience, for every high comes a low, right? So I call this, whether you watch this or not, it's a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. How many of you guys go, when it gets bad, it seems like it can't get any worse, and it does. And you go, it can't get any worse, and it does. So I know this is funny for me, but what would be the worst thing that could happen after someone cut your arm off? You're hanging on an antenna, and you know that you're about ready to fall. and someone's standing underneath top of you, Darth Vader with his lightsaber after you cut your arm off. You're going, this looks pretty dark here. And then he says, I'm your father. Jeez. I thought it couldn't get any worse. It just got worse. Why am I saying this? As I now know, because of the way I believe, that as soon as something good happens to me and I'm in the right frequency vibration, Sandy, and I'm like, everything is like, I love the video with Terry where, Jenna asked her, and she says, I'm just, oh, she's on stage getting this award. And she's like, these guys are the shit. And I'm like, oh, it's like in front of all these people. Then I know to be aware that something's going to try to pull me out of that vortex. Someone's going to reach over and try to turn my channel. You know what I mean? I'm listening to some music that's got me right in key, tapped in, turned on, tuned in. And I just know the Darth Vaders of the world are reaching over and going, hey, let me move that channel. And other people are not aware of it because someone flipped their channel a long time ago and they never took the time to turn it fucking back. Couple of Darth Vaders in their life, knocked them out of the vortex, took away their frequency, vibration, and now they're sitting around, my life sucks, everything's bad for me. It's like, take control back, go back to where you had that joy and lock back in. Some of their people, like, Scott was bold enough to say here, thank you, Scott. It's like, listen, I know I'm ADHD, ADDD, right? Well, then if you're aware of that, don't let that suck you out of the vibration. Don't let that suck you out of your frequency. Because I think a lot of people watching this live or recorded are going, Robert, I have a real problem. And I go, what is that? And they go, I don't even think I've ever been in the vortex. I don't think I've ever been tuned in. I know you have. Because it happened at birth. When your imagination was wide open and no one was around. And you're being an astronaut or you're playing with dolls. You can go back and create that. Instead of constantly looking at everything through unrealistic expectations, wanting the world or everything around you to pull into frequency. Oh, if only my spouse would support me. If only this would happen. If only this would happen. If only Akashics would do this. If only, Robert would do this. If only, it's like, no, you are in control of the knob. And I do that with my morning ritual. I'll say this and I'll end it, right? How many of you can instantaneously put goosebumps on your body? Not go, oh, whoa, that happened. What the hell is that? How many of you can get into a state and just make every hair on your body stand up? Chicken skin. Boy, if you're not, better find out where that is. Craig, I'm sure I did a morning ritual video on here someplace, even to me saying what I say and locking in what I do.
I will find that and share it.
I can be at any place at any time and feel like I'm out of frequency and just close my eyes and just go and make them all stand up. Just Lock in. Whee! Okay. Tom, Craig, I'll turn it back to you.
All right, I will post that morning ritual video in just a quick second. Also, real quickly, do we have time for Sandy and Tom, and then that's it for the day?
Let's go quick. Let's go quick.
All right.
Tom's probably a comment.
Yeah. All right. And then also, just to let everybody know as we get things rolling, we have just added the app Blue Sky. So you can look for Robert on Blue Sky's app, and it is at Robert Hollis. So just letting you know, we're going to go ahead and see how well we do with that app. Okay, Sandy, you're coming up. Tom, go ahead, please.
My goal is to save everyone.
There we go.
All
right.
It's a big goal, and hey, I'll be quick. Two things, about the vortex that you mentioned. That's really powerful because, I was lucky early on because just discovering originally Mario Lanza and then opera. No one goes to Juilliard or the Opera House like, well, I just think I'll find me a job. I need to make some money. You go there because you want to sing. You want to be part of that environment. Now, you wouldn't find me in a sports arena because I could care less.
Thank you.
I admire those people, but that's I just going to watch and applaud. So yeah, it's very true what you say, and that's still true in my life. I did pull out of it somewhat because the lifestyle kept me on the road 10 months a year, from one city to the next, one hotel room, one rented efficiency. I felt like I have a great career but no life.
Understood.
And the thing about network marketing, what's exciting is the potential for freedom, if you can be successful. But I like what you say about make it about other people and use other stories and don't make yourself. And in music, you kind of have to be the brand to get hired. Hey, that booth guy is pretty good. Hire him. But you have to at least establish that you're worth being engaged. But in network marketing, it really is not. It's more about the other people. What you can anyway, that's
Thank you, Tom. And when it comes to the arts, I've always leaned on Craig. I know you're there too, but I know you can be in the vibration and the vortex by being part of the choir, being part of the orchestra, being part of the people that put the scenes together, the lighting, the cameras. There's a lot of people can still be in their vortex and not be the brand.
Just on the AMA like this. Oh, there you go.
So thank you, Tom. I know there's people that when they perform, it puts goosebumps on people and brings tears to their eyes. And they immediately, people go, wow, you were zoned in, you were locked in. And I know that you felt and experienced that. That's why I love the movie Soul. You know what I mean? When you watch that, it's like, again, he spent most of his life doing what? Doing what other people thought he should do.
Yeah. And it's very important not to let people take you out of the vortex. I do have a little mafia in me. So if someone tries to do that, they're going to have a hard time.
Hey, I'm very, Tom, thank you for sharing. Yeah, I can go off on people that know me really, really close. If you feel like you need to cry on my shoulder and whine and complain about shit and reach out to me to pull me out of my frequency, I'm gonna treat you like a kid if you're gonna act like a kid.
Exactly.
And
I do have one quick question. The other thing I just said that came on because of your wonderful AMA. So one thing I noticed, and I just enrolled someone today, that I've been reaching out to people more via, I have a little text scenario I send them, and then I send them the videos and the links, and then they're interested, then I call them. But I found out if I try to call people who don't know me, never heard from me, they just don't answer the phone because they figure I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
And I wonder what people think about that you have to kind of go a different route than the old days. You could call people, everyone picked up the phone. Right. Now almost no one will pick it up.
Well, again, if we just look at the culture that's been created where people understand that, negative or good, we're looking at TikTok and people will scroll from TikTok to TikTok to TikTok to TikTok to TikTok. Right. And if their mentality is, what do you have to offer me? And I need to know immediately before I go to the next video.
Oh, yeah.
So we can either try to change people or meet them where they are.
that's my approach. That's where,
And I'm going to meet them where they are. If you would have told me 3 months ago that I would have people sign up that I've never connected with, and everyone that I know that's in that group don't know who they are, and they didn't even know that they were recognized on the call yesterday. That's bizarre.
wow.
And it inspires me. It inspires me that there's a girl named Teresa that, just her bonuses alone will be over $9,000. So she probably easily made 20,000 already, and not even part of what she's doing in trading. When the average family in Poland makes $700 a month. She won the lottery. And she's not looking for praise and recognition. She's not tied into all the groups because she doesn't know what network marketing is. Isn't that just beautiful?
That's a vortex for you.
It is. It is. So it's really stretching my mentality. I'll like Terry told me how much money people are making buying stuff off TikTok. I'm sorry, selling stuff off TikTok. And so when Terry told me, oh my God, I buy stuff off TikTok all the time, I was unaware. I was unaware that people are selling stuff on TikTok. And some of you are going, where you been, Robert? I'm like Teresa with network marketing. I just haven't been distracted to build an account. If the only reason that we got an account with TikTok and now Blue Sky is because of Craig, thank you very much. So if Craig keeps cutting up videos and sharing them with the world, then we're going to help and impact more people.
Thank you, Robert.
I love you, man. I love and appreciate you big time.
Thank you. All right.
You bet.
Tom, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And yeah, absolutely. Sandy, there you are. Let's go ahead. Unmute yourself and please share. You'll be the last one that we do our AMA with.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sandy.
Hello. So, where's my friend Dino at? Thank you. Tell him he needs to take a back seat.
Yes.
Because I'm in my head, and now I'm like, too much is on the playlist for me.
Understood.
And I'm like, oh shit, things are going to the top, and I don't know which one I'm supposed to send now.
Well, that's why when all the things that I've ever done in my life, Sandy, has always been, I constantly am recreating the playlist.
Right.
So this is the way I think about it. I've constantly shared the playlist everywhere.
The whole playlist?
The whole entire playlist.
Okay.
Okay. So if I come out with a new video like Charles, right? And that seems to be the biggest reason that I slid Charles to the top is not just because he made 11,800 that he pulled off. It's his sound of his voice. So if you watch the video, it's like, I'm over here at TradeX Mastery and I'm going to, download and okay, 11,800. And then it says here, Bitcoin, and I'm sending it over. So now I'm going to see if this, shows up in my credit wallet. Cut. Oh my God. The energy level went like a 5 to 45. He's seen 11,800 for real in his wallet. And that raw emotion I knew would just kick ass. I just knew it would. So I'm always moving the videos around and taking some out. I've taken out a lot of old videos out of the playlist, but the playlist doesn't change its number. The link is still the same. So you'll see even videos that I'm posting now, below those videos, I'll put for more information and I'll post that playlist. I'm driving everything back to the playlist because I always tell people, just send the playlist.
Right. And I think that's where I got confused because I was like I was always making sure I was sharing the one with Arthur. And then
Right.
it had always been the first one. And now Arthur's not the first one. And I'm like, oh shit, am I supposed to send this one now? No, I'm supposed to send Arthur's. And I'm like, what the hell do I do now? So,
Well, to me, again, the reason that I've always shared a playlist is let me go through just a little bit about the mentality. You've heard me talk about the three things that people think.
mm-hmm,
Well, who are you and why should I listen to you?
mm-hmm.
Okay. The second one is, okay, all right, I'll listen to you. So what the hell do you do? And then the third one is, okay, I need to understand how I could do this. All right. So it's called a 7-step effective presentation. So if you ever notice the playlist, and again, you don't have to understand this stuff for it to work, right? I'm telling you, every one of those videos, Tomas and his team, they don't even create their own YouTube channels. They just use my playlist. And so what I figured out how to do is change the subtitles so they have it in pulse. And
Robert, can you repeat that one more time? You got a little garbled
Thank
there,
you.
please.
Yeah, so I showed them all how to be able to teach people when they see that playlist to change the closed captions to Polsky. And so if you look at the playlist exactly the way it is, I moved the videos around, but after I know how people are doing it. What they're doing is they're watching a testimonial, and then they're scrolling down and then they find Josh's video. And Josh's video is 15 minutes. The product, it's the product that makes you money or something like that. And then the other ones are just short videos to show that it works. Is she pissed off at me? What is that?
No. Craig was saying I have something buzzing over here. And I said, I don't have anything. Maybe it's my Reiki down. So I moved it.
Kind of can still hear it, but okay.
Yeah, I have nothing running. I have no idea what it would be. All right. So then my question is don't worry about what order that the playlist is in. Just send the damn playlist link.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. I send the entire playlist all the time. If you guys remember before Akashics, I was sending a different playlist, but that playlist still exists.
Okay.
And it is a link in the chats.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So
that was it.
yeah, that's it. So what am I saying? I haven't changed anything. And what I'm saying, what I think is really cool about the playlist now, and Matt helped me with this. Thanks, Matt. But if you post on social media, you'll notice that the graphic that shows up says 11,800.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a person just the other day tell me, wow, you're still making money. And I go, what do traders lead with?
Again, could you please repeat,
No problem.
Robert? Thank you.
He goes, oh my God, you're still leading with money. And I said, yeah, what do you think traders lead with? That is crazy, that noise that's going on. It's like...
Yeah, it's... mute yourself for just a quick second, Sandy, please.
Yeah,
it's something on your end, Sandy. I don't know what it is. It's like vibrating on the table or a fan.
We know what it is. It's Sandy's vibration.
That must be it.
Unmute, Sandy. I can still... It didn't bother me. It's not louder than you.
Yeah, because I honestly, I have nothing. I can touch my computer. There's nothing vibrating on my computer.
Can you hear it?
No, not at all.
Well, go back and look at it. Go back and look at it because I wonder if other people are hearing it if you're doing Zooms with them. Maybe it's just this one.
Maybe.
No, there are people that are
Lisa
mentioning
Marie's
that it
not my
sounds like a
vibrator.
fan or something like that.
Well, Lisa Marie thinks it's a
Not my vibrator, Lisa Marie.
I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
It's great that we all can laugh. So yeah, I want to get going. Anything else, Sandy?
No, that was it. I know Dino's just been sitting there for the last few weeks and I'm like, what the hell? I just got to get on there. I'm just going to message Robert. No, I'm just going to wait. I mean, I'll be on AMA. And so I just said, okay.
You guys are very, very close to me. Anytime it is funny where you're saying Dino, you know what I mean? It's like, because here's the thing, you guys know how much money I made. Do you think that on a day-to-day basis, sometimes I question what to send first?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that make you guys feel better? It's like
Yes.
I look at the person, I'm going, well, maybe I should send this first. And Lisa Marie, are you listening to me? And it's like, maybe I should send this first, or maybe I should add this and this, and maybe I should do this. No, send the playlist. And so you guys heard the rumors, which are true, that I built a group of 758,000 people in a previous company. This is the way I did it. Because people open up the playlist, they scroll through it, and then they get to pick what they want to watch.
Got it. That makes much more sense to me.
Yeah. So it's like, boy, I'll really bring everybody back. Remember when we used to get DVDs and when you put them in, it had a menu? Holy shit. Some of you are going like, man, I remember that. It's like when you allow people to control their experience, like scrolling through YouTube or scrolling through TikTok, when you allow them to click on it and look at the videos, they'll go, I don't have time, but I'll watch this one. Oh, that was interesting. I wonder what this one is. And people would tell me, Sandy, that they didn't have time to come to a meeting. And all the videos combined I had with testimonials. All right. So, I mean, this is like an old training, but I'll go quick. It's like number one is intro of a person. Number one is intro of a person. Then that person gets up and does an intro, thanking Sandy for introducing me. And then they do a bunch of me toos. I'm nobody. I was a broke auto mechanic, blah, 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 living paycheck to paycheck. We've heard all this stuff a million times, right? Then the next step is company, products, comp plan. Then the next one is, can they do it? Training, whisper down the lane. This is easy. All we do is share videos. That's why that one video has almost 40,000 views, because all I'm doing is grabbing my phone. I go here. I believe that new 2-minute video that I just did and edited and put back up, watch how fast that video works compared to even my 4-minute one that people only watch 2 minutes of. Because when you watch that 2-minute video, which is now in the playlist, people are going, there's no way that it's this fucking easy. No, it's this easy. Hey, hang on, Mark. I'm going to click record. So I'm going to go over here. I just got a message on Telegram. I'm going to go over to Akashics. I'm going to click on, tap to trade. I'm going to click on Joel. I'm going to click approve. Then I'm going to approve it again. Then I'm going to click yes. Then I'm going to go to TradeX Mastery. And then I'm going to click on Trade Locker. And now I'm watching it. So let's bring the rest of the people into the meeting and we'll go back and look at it. Then I turn around and go, hey, before we get started, I've already recorded this. So I go back and it was $300 and something. And I go, listen, because we're going to do this, let me go ahead and X out of this. I just made $300 while we were waiting a couple of minutes for people to get on. And I know that people just go, what? This guy made $336 in 2 minutes? What the hell? Oh, by the way, now that I've made this money, you can click over here and share. And this is the graphic you can share on social media. So anyway, let's go ahead and go on. And you just see people go, the meeting's over. I just want to know how to do that. And so the other thing is questions, frequently asked questions. And that's it. So I put all these videos together. People told me they didn't have enough time. And we used to use a server called Wistia. And the average person would spend 2.5 hours on our website. And they told us they didn't have time. Because they opened up, looked at the menu. Get this, you guys. My website used to look like a DVD menu. You would log on to it and it was a DVD, and you scroll over and it'd say testimonials and it'd say product and it says company. And people were like, I'm a product person. Bam. You know what I mean? I'm a money person. Comp plan. Bang. It was crazy, man. And then people were just signing up like crazy. And like I said, it went all over the world. It was pretty cool.
All right. Thank you.
I love you.
Love you.
Okay.
I miss you guys.
Miss you too. Okay, Craig.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and wrap that up. From here, got to give shout outs to both Thomas and Sandy. Thank you so very, very much for participating. And also, of course, our executive producer, Matt Hollis. Matt, bless you. Thank you so very much. We love and appreciate you for being our foundation here on the Hollis Network. And we're just grateful that each and every one of you have taken the time to join us today here on Zoom and on YouTube. We shared a bunch of links in today's AMA with the amazing Robert Hollis. If you're watching us on YouTube, the links will be in the post description below, as well as they are in the chat. For those of you watching on Zoom, the links, you can grab all of those from the chat by going to the meeting chat, clicking on the three dots next to Ask Me Anything, and then click Save Chat. It will download to your computer as we conclude. And boy, what a great day to have this AMA. No, not a great day, an amazing day. And we look forward to seeing you again next time. We've got the Unlimited Wisdom podcast on Fridays at noon. And of course, we're back here next Saturday at noon Pacific. Both times are in Pacific, by the way. Please join us. Please share all of the videos that we have with others so that we can reach out to people with ears to hear the shorts, the long forms, anything that you feel will really get to them to help them go to the next level. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us. Until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and click that unmute button so everybody can say so long for now and have a great weekend.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Robert.
Bye,
Thank you, everyone.
Shauna.
Great. Good luck on your
Have a great week.
performance.
Kevin, Peter.
Thank you so
Peter and
much.
Linda,
Yeah.
Peter and Linda, Peter and
Bye, guys.
Linda.
See you,
Daniel.
Robert. Man.
Hi, Dee.
Craig.
Hi, Dee Dee. Matthew,
Robert.
Melody,
Thank you.
Olivia, Tom.
Love you
Thomas,
guys. Thank you so
Andy,
very much.
Scott. Thanks, Arthur. Got Bob here, Coach Bob.
Hey,
They moved
Sam.
around. Everyone moved around. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Peter, come on. This is a family event here.
Bill Shoemaker. Bill Shoemaker, thank you very much. Nice to see you. I love you guys.
Bye.